Greetings. Now, one thing I keep hearing replayed over and over on the news is the the shooters were wearing assault style clothing and had assault style weapons. That is language of fear and the language of people. That's definitely some libtard language. I don't like to hate on people because they might be liberal or whatever, but this is the elitist talking. I believe it's the tongue of Sauron, pretty much, in my opinion. Um, Now, whether or not it's a real deal or it's fake, I believe it to be real. I believe most of these shootings are most likely real. Now, if you believe otherwise, that's cool. And I do believe there are true conspiracies, don't get me wrong. But I do not believe everything is conspiracy. But I do believe that I almost want this to happen. Obama and all the libtard media, which, there is a left right paradigm as well, if you want to get into that. I kind of believe that too. I do believe that once they get in office up in Congress, or the Senate, that they're, just pretty much, it's a big circle jerk. They're in it for money and insider trading and shit and special privileges. But anyway, so yeah, tragic, shitty shooting happened by two assholes, committed murder, and they're using murder to justify, um, you know, making more crazy ass gun laws than California already has. California is such a beautiful state. I think it's one of the best states um, in the whole union of the United States. I believe, so many subscribers, on prepper channels and everything come from California, but they have shitty laws. The politics is what makes California shitty, even though it's beautiful and it's a nice vacation place, and I would even love to live there. But the gun laws are just so shitty. Northern California is my favorite part, but San Diego is beautiful. All of California is gorgeous, even the desert parts, you know. But I'm getting off subject. But the language they used is assault style rifles and assault style clothing. And that's some shithead gun control media, tongue of Sauron type tongue in cheek right there. And I've been saying it for a while, and I'll say it again. They want to get rid of gun rights. They really do. This is the last nation, pretty much. There's a few others. There's what is it? Switzerland, and there's some Middle Eastern countries and all that allow guns. Russia has a little bit of gun rights, not nearly as much as we do, but they want to drop the hammer. And Obama, I believe, has about a year left. I did not know this until someone pointed it out, and that's horrific because I believe this will be his he will try to make this his legacy. Besides Obamacare, his gun control, and and here's my NPAP here, and I got an OPAP on the way. I have my underfolder, which is pretty much an underfolding OPAP. I love this rifle, and this is the most politically incorrect rifle. It has a pistol grip, the actually no bayonet lug. It has the muzzle threads for a muzzle device. It has a compensator on it, C39 compensator. This is number one. As James Yeager, I saw on one of his dickhead videos, this is the number one rifle on the chopping block. It is the most politically incorrect rifle that there is. These are actually decent hunting rifles with the right ammo. But whatever. I would love to see a Miami, or not Miami prepper. Fuck that douchebag. I would love to see a Maine prepper video on this subject. I loved that guy's channel. But I did watch a good video on this subject by Reed Hendricks that I'll post the link below. But all these shootings occur in places where the Second Amendment is violated, and California definitely has some shitty Second Amendment violation laws. And all we need is another stupid fucking law, especially through the federal government. States shitty enough, but federal anything is usually kind of shitty. In my experience, it takes forever, and it's really complicated, and they punish all for a very few. And I would not like to see more gun control in California, and that's really shitty. But really, what sucks is there is a trend of massive shootings, and they usually occur in places where people are like, I worked at a developmental center, and what it is a place where people with learning disabilities, they usually have several facets of disabilities where they might have a mental disorder. They might suffer from a mental disorder, and they have physical symptoms, issues as well, and learning disabilities. And so these assholes targeted a place to where, most likely people are pushing people in wheelchairs, or the workers are busy. And that was a very dickhead move, whoever these two assholes or three assholes are. But so these are super shitty people. And if you don't believe that people are capable of doing active shootings, then you are wrong. Take a look on the internet, on YouTube, and read some of the psycho-ass comments. And tell me if you do not think people are capable of going postal. Now, I did hear someone funny. I read a funny-ass comment that, who was it? Professor Doom and Gloom and several others were probably staying up all night trying to make a video trying to prove their case of this shooting being a false flag. And that is fucking hilarious. That these guys really will spend that much time trying to convince people whether or not something's a false flag or not. So, anyway, this is Sly Tiger. This video is getting long enough. But, shit. Just try to try to keep your eyes peeled, and fucking carry a pistol at least. Take care.